We're back with another episode of the Windy City Vendors podcast, a part of the Inside the Rink podcast network. Tanner, do we have anything to talk about? Because I can't start this the way I used to. The last few weeks was, who are you taking at number 4?
Oh, dude, easy. At number 4, the Hawks select Bowen Byram of the Buffalo Sabres. Oh, actually, just kidding. They select Jordan Greenway of the Buffalo Sabres. If people want to get really upset that a 4th overall for Byram is what it took, I tell you what if I told you it was actually only a 2nd in Crevier to get Byram, but they gave up a 4th for Jordan Greenway.
Oh, Tanner, watch
that
the world.
That would be great. They were so high on Jordan Greenway. They were like, okay, we'll give you the 4th, but can we make it part of a deal to get Byram too? And then they're like, you have to give us a 2nd in Crevier. And they're like, I guess that'll be fine. So I'm telling you, we got Byram for a 45th overall and Louis Crevier. Not too shabby. The other hand, 4th overall for Jordan Greenway, absolutely ridiculous.
I know you're joking.
Yeah.
But the fact that you've been on Greenway since like before playoffs started.
Yeah. It was like, kind
right
of
around
like
playoffs.
Mid playoffs started.
Part of me thinks you're being serious on that ideal mindset there.
Yeah, why not?
Well, Tanner gets his man.
And was talking about Byram the day of the trade.
All right. So first off, unless you're living under a rock, you have known that all hell is broken loose in Chicago Blackhawk hockey land. The sky is falling, up is down.
Yeah. Everybody is saying the Hawks immediately lost this trade, and it's the worst thing that's ever happened in the history of trades, which is so funny because I think we talked about this earlier, but does this not, like, the overreaction immediately just reminds you so much of Kachuk to Florida. And I'm not saying like this is going to end up being a similar situation where the Hawks push playoffs like finals for 3 years in a row, but the overreaction of just like, holy shit, Florida got fleeced. Holy shit, Calgary's running away with this, like that kind of shit.
And how the opposite those two teams went.
Yeah. And it's just like, I'm hoping that we all can fucking keep this in mind when the Hawks, like when the team's fucking working out and Byram's a huge piece of it.
So to quickly recap, the Chicago Blackhawks have acquired Bo Byram and Jordan Greenway for the 4th overall pick, the 45th overall pick, and Louis Crevier.
Yep.
So before we really kind of get into where you're at now, what initial reaction as this trade was going on? Because I was on a fucking emotional roller coaster.
Yeah.
From the second I saw that first tweet of talks are heating up between Buffalo and Chicago.
Yeah.
Bo Byram.
Yes.
Because that also came. Sorry, one more thing, but because I think like at the initial reaction for that was like, oh fuck yeah, let's go, because you're looking at a bunch of trades that all of a sudden went up. Somebody, I don't know what the fuck got into the GMs yesterday.
It was the trade deadline.
Yeah, but there's a bunch of stuff going on. San Jose made a very good move in terms of pretty much saying, sorry, Chicago, unless you're gonna fucking back the truck up for 2nd overall, we're taking Stenberg.
Yeah.
And as soon as that went through, it was kind of like, oh, fuck. Like, all right, well, I guess it's time to think about Chase Reed, Caleb Malhotra, Carson Carrolls, or do you start thinking about the rumors of Matthew Knives potential and that overpayment that is allegedly the only way that they would do it, or focusing on trying to go at Jason Robertson? I put out a video talking about that, saying like, oh, well done, hat tip. I gave Greer his flowers. I was like, it sucks, but time to focus on the next thing. I should have known. I should have fucking known that the second I posted, it was becoming irrelevant within a couple hours.
Yeah.
All right.
Should have known.
Should have known. So the tweet goes out from Elliot Friedman that thoughts are increasing. They're getting there.
They're heating up,
What is your reaction?
intensifying.
Yeah. What was your reaction?
I was very excited because I was talking about it earlier in the day.
Yeah. If you don't like this shit, blame Tanner. This is Tanner's fault.
Absolutely. That's fine with me. I don't care. I'll fucking eat it up. Earlier in the day, was chatting with you and I'm like, dude, what if the Hawks could get fucking Bowen Byram from Buffalo? Like, that would be absolutely filthy to have him. In my mind, I was thinking you could do it with like next year's firsts, where it ended up being like the 4th overall. I was kind of like, that's kind of a bummer, but whatever. Like, I know that everybody thinks that like they paid way too much, but like at the end of the day, like let's not get to that yet. Well, yeah, I'm just saying.
This was like a series.
I was very excited, very excited for Bowen Byram.
Then the tweet came out.
Yes. That
it involves the 4th.
Yeah.
So it's like it was piecemealing out there.
Yeah.
So the initial tweet goes out. I'm fucking excited. I'm jacked. I like Bowen Byram. I wanted him in 2019 over Kirby Dach. I still remember where I was when fucking Bowman took Kirby, and I'm sitting in fucking pure hockey with Noli and Poets as Noli's getting his skates like baked, and it comes in that we pick Kirby Dach, and we're all like what the fuck is going on here? So I was excited. Then the tweet comes out that it involves the 4th, and my initial thought was, oh no. Like, mainly because it was like, was this a 1-for-1? In hindsight 2020, I don't know if I would have been okay. Like would I have been okay if it was a 1-for-1?
Probably.
Yeah. So you see
I think you're doing okay now. It's not even a 1-for-1.
Yeah, no, I'm fine. I'm just curious. Like, I'm trying to remember heat of the moment, like what was going on. Like, I'm like, oh shit, 1-for-1. I was kind of like, I was like, don't know how I feel about that. Just waiting to see the more pieces come in.
Yeah.
And then another tweet comes out that it's Bowen Byram for 4th overall plus.
Yeah.
And then I start getting fucking flashbacks of all the goddamn Leaf fans saying, you want Matthew Knives? 4th overall plus. And their plus was Frondell, Nazar, Rinzel, and more. So you see that it's the 4th overall plus. What's going through your mind there?
Nothing really. I was just like, it's probably more than just Byram though. I was hoping at that point when it was like 4th overall plus, that was like, we got like Hellenius with it or something, like one of their young guys that they could move out, or like Jack Quinn, some shit like that.
Yeah.
But I was also kind of like, it might just be Jordan Greenway.
You sicko.
Yeah, dude. Hell yeah, bro.
Then it's like it finally gets made, like the trade calls happen, and I want to say it was Fat Man that was saying it was like the 45th, the 4th, and Byram, and that was all we knew. And I was like, okay, huh.
It was what I had heard was the 4th, like a mid pick or a 2nd round pick, and like a mid prospect or a defensive prospect or something.
Yeah,
that was defensive prospect.
Okay, yeah. Then I start getting a little worried. I just, again, there was like, I don't know, because it was like I'm a part of the team. Like I came into this offseason and I'm like, they need to do something. They need to swing for the fences. And I think my initial reaction, why I was so, I think, pissed off and like, what the fuck, KD, is because I was expecting them to address the top 6.
Yeah.
Like
with the 4th overall.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like I knew they were looking at a defenseman to come in for like a vet defenseman, but never did I consider the 4th overall would be used to fulfill that. I
Yeah.
kind of felt like that player was going to be like a Grizzly situation where they find a guy that would potentially come in, play a year, maybe do a 2-year deal, and kind of be like the Sherpa for like the young kids trying to get them on track.
Okay.
and kind of figure it out. So that was my mindset. So I was originally so furious because I'm like, we don't need, I feel like, I'm like, we don't need an offensive defenseman. Like, we are pretty set on defense in terms of like what we have going on. We need a piece, but like, I don't know what the oversell is here on Byram. The full trade comes out, like we said, it's Byram, Greenway, 4th overall, 45th, and Louis Crevier. Hand up, I saw a little red. I was
Oh yeah, I know.
furious about that. Were you just straight up fine the entire time?
Pretty much. I was like, like it stinks, but like I've never been like oh my god, this is fucking bullshit kind of stuff. I'm looking at the trades that had happened recently, and then I'm just kind of like, yeah, like every trade is, or most of these trades are a lot of like overpayments. And I get it if you want to say it's an overpayment because you're just looking at it as like the 4th overall, like you said, you would assume the 4th overall pick was being used to bring in an offensive player, like be on the wing for Bedard.
Yeah.
I think that is what causes everybody to think it's such an overpayment because Byram's not a winger. But what I think they're missing out is like Bowen Byram's gonna be really fucking good on this team. Like it's gonna look so stupid when at the end of the year, if he has close to like 60 points, which I think he could absolutely fucking nail and get to, it's gonna look so dumb that like people are like, we thought that this was gonna be an overpayment, but he looks fucking incredible here.
Yeah.
And the fact that Byram is one of the only guys, honestly, that like had that availability, right? He has a Stanley Cup. He's like a fucking veteran at 25. He immediately comes in and is he's got like the most experience on our defensive end. And he's actually younger than Vlasic. Did you know that?
Is he really?
Yeah. So his birthday is June 13th. And then
you're fucking splitting hairs here. I thought you were
but he's younger, literally.
Yeah.
June 13th, and then Vlasic is June 5th. That's hilarious. I fucking heard this and I was like, oh, it's crazy. He's younger. But no, he's younger by like 7 days. He just turned 25 like earlier this month. But he's got, let's see, Vlasic has how many total games in the NHL? 260. And Byram's got 328. Kid's already got a fucking Stanley Cup. He was a huge part of that Stanley Cup championship too. I don't know if people remember that or not, but he was playing close to 25 minutes a night against the Tampa Bay Lightning in the Stanley Cup final as a fucking 20-year-old.
Yeah.
So like, it's kind of crazy to me when people are saying things like he's a defensive liability. Like I know that like some advanced stats aren't great, but dude, every time I've watched this kid play, he's sick.
Advanced stats aren't always like,
yeah, it's cute.
End all be all.
It's cute on paper, but what the fuck does your eyes tell you? Like
you don't play the game on paper.
Yeah, exactly. I watched all the Buffalo fucking playoff games, and I was just like, God damn, dude, Byram is nasty. Like, I fucking cannot wait for him to be here. And this is the thing, he came out and said too, like after having a conversation with Bedard, he was like, it's hard to put into words how excited I am to be somewhere I really want to be. And it's like, now that he's going to get that number one defenseman role, he's not behind Cale Makar, he's not behind Rasmus Dahlin. Like, I really think, not even, he was playing with Power. They're on the same line, right? Yeah, they were for most of the season they were a pairing.
Gotcha.
But it's just, being able to be that power play one quarterback, that I think is going to be immense to help out Bedard on the power play too. Like that will fucking click so nice. And even just 5-on-5, he had so many points 5-on-5. He only had 7 points on the power play for Buffalo. He was still like, I think mid-20s for defenseman in scoring, like total, with 42 points in 82 games. He's gonna get more ice time. He's gonna lead the Hawks in ice time. He's gonna get more power play. He played like a minute and a half on the penalty kill in Buffalo, and I think he can either. I was thinking about this. He might either be first or he's gonna be penalty kill here for sure. And you know what Buffalo's penalty kill was at the end of the season? Number 1. So adding him is going to be helpful. Jordan
what our
Greenway
power play was, or our penalty kill was also
number 2.
Yeah, it was dominant all season.
Yeah.
I want to go back to what you're talking about with
Yes.
him talking about him wanting to be a number 1 guy. Buffalo's GM, not even gonna attempt to say his name.
Jarmo Kekalainen.
There we go. Came out and said that they tried talking to him about a contract extension and he just wouldn't do it because he wants to be a number 1 defenseman.
Yeah.
I love that he's putting that much pressure on himself.
Yeah.
And he has this mindset that he wants to be,
that he is
this guy, that
he's going to be.
Yeah, that he's betting on himself to do that. You hear stuff about how hard he's working, how hard of a worker he is. I think you mentioned Lindy Ruff was
Lindy Ruff has nothing but great things to say about Bowen Byram, and that he thinks he's capable of being a top pair defenseman. He's got like the biggest motor, the best engine. He's pushing the locker room, like just incredible work ethic.
He's not afraid to go out and get what he wants, because you talked about Ruff saying that he approached him up being power play time, and he went out.
No, penalty kill time.
Oh, sorry, penalty kill. Went out and worked his ass to get it. And like you said, it was a huge factor for Buffalo, and it could hopefully be a huge factor here. That's the kind of shit that I want on this team, is a bunch of,
not to mention he grew up a Hawks fan.
Yeah.
Like he's ecstatic, wants to be successful here. All of that combined.
Yeah. But what I want on this team is guys that almost have a chip on their shoulder, expecting more and expecting that they deserve to be considered the top guy, and
the expecting more of themselves.
Right. Yeah.
That's what it is. Because when you say that, and like I've seen these other fucking comparisons already, which drives me insane because it's a completely different situation, but people being like, it's like the Seth Jones trade all over again. Fuck you. Absolutely fuck you. That's so dumb.
It's
like,
not the mindset.
The mindset of these players too is like, Byram wants the chance to fucking earn that role. Seth Jones was like, that's my role. Like what do you mean? Like I'm the guy on this team when Bedard comes in. And he wouldn't, dude, the fact the whole first season Seth Jones didn't fucking pass to Bedard on the power play, they literally had like 1 point that was connecting the two of them, drove me fucking crazy. Byram and Bedard are like tight friends off the ice, like already, and they're fucking jacked to be like on the same team. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, and it's just completely different situations too, in terms of when each of those players came in. Seth Jones came in at a time where they were trying to do everything possible to extend Kane and Taves' window. You have a GM that knew he was on the way out, whether it was he knew this stuff was coming about the whole beach situation, or he just knew that the
desperation time.
Yes. So he makes this Hail Mary, mortgages the future, as he did for most of his career as the Blackhawk GM. Now, Kyle Davidson, you can argue that it was a desperate move, but I don't think it's a desperate move of, oh, fuck, we have to do something. I think it's a desperate move of a lot of moves are happening. A lot of guys that potentially could have been a good fit, or guys that probably they would look at, were coming off the board, and they're seeing the price that they were paying to get those guys. So it was like, you know what? It's time to shut up and stop this drafting and rebuild and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Let's take a swing. Let's go get this guy. We're going to have to overpay in the eyes of the fans to get this done. And then, what's up, dude? And then, and then it's going to be like, let's go. This is our guy. We want him at the back end. We want an elite defense, and this is a guy that's going to help us lead us there.
And he fits right in with the age group and everything.
Exactly. And there's already talks, and people are freaking out. He's only got 1 year left. We're giving all this.
Oh my god,
dude! They
said those are the same people that are concerned that Bedard's going to walk after his next contract. They don't understand how anything fucking works.
Kyle Davidson talked to the media today, and he said that like the top priority next week when he's eligible to sign his extension is to get it done. He doesn't feel like it's going to be an issue getting it done. And he realizes that he's going to have to pay a little bit to get it to where they want, but he's comfortable in giving this player term to be a part of this team for a long time. And it's like, I asked this earlier. I'm very curious to see what that price is going to be. Like, I almost wonder, because he was asking for 10 plus, like that was the room that he was asking for from Buffalo. More than likely, that's going to be the cost here. It's going to be a 10 plus contract for him. But I wonder if he will be more leaning and, willing to help the team and do more on
the in a place he wants to be.
Yeah.
And he's not trying to just get paid because he has to, or like he's
maybe he'll lean more towards his low end of his range that he wants, because like you said, he's in a place he wants to be. He's going to get the opportunity to be in the role that he deserves, that he believes he deserves. And it's just going to be, everything's lining up for him. And I think they're going to talk and be like, listen, you're the first piece. We are going to need to go get XYZ, to add, we're going to have to sign these players. So it's like, what can we do to make this work so this team is successful long term in terms of salary cap?
Yeah. I mean, if it's like 10 and a half, like it's fine. Cause if everything works out where he becomes like that legitimate, like top pairing guy, 10 and a half down 2-3 years from now is going to be such a steal of a deal. And if he's not, and he ends up just being what he already is, which is a top 4 defenseman with like good offensive upside, the 10 and a half is still going to be looking good 3-4 years down the road. Like, it's fine.
The area that I'll start getting nervous is if you're seeing like 12 to 13 range.
Yeah. I mean, that's having a lot of confidence in him. And I mean, if they do, then that's fine with me. Like, I'm not going to shit on things before we see how they pan out. Like, that's the thing that bothers me the most, is everybody thinks it's like such a huge fucking deal that like they overpaid for Bowen Byram, but it's like we haven't even seen how anything has like shaken out yet. And it's like, would you rather draft somebody at 4? It's the fucking mystery box. Oh man, like we can have Bowen Byram, or we can get the mystery box. It can even be Bowen Byram. Like,
right,
dude, like that's like best case scenario. Like, everybody thinks that just because they project these kids like Chase Reed and Carson Carroll's to be like a top pairing guy, that's like their ceiling. Not everybody reaches their ceiling. Like, as much as I would have loved to go with Carson Carroll's, it again is like pushing your team's timeline like 3-4 years still for that person to be an effective player. And like, I understand that that's fine. That's asking the fans to be really patient. But apparently, if you want to ask them to be patient, they don't want to be patient, but you make a move and then they fucking want to shit on everything that you're doing. And
because it wasn't the guy that they wanted.
It wasn't getting Matthew Nyes for just the 4th, or using the 4th for getting Jason Robertson. When if this is the prices of players that have been coming out lately, like that's Matthew Nyes, it would have to be like Nazar, Frondell, and 4. And if you want to tell me that that's what you want to pay for Nyes, I'm gonna tell you you're a fucking idiot. Like, there's not a chance you would want to do that. I forgot what else I was gonna mention.
You're on a
It's
fucking
just,
roll there.
yeah, dude. I just think that, like, instead of having to wait for like whoever you were going to draft at 4 to develop and like also hopefully develop right, like I'm really glad with what they got and the fact that Bo Byram can still get better. It's not like they went out and got a fucking 30-year-old guy that comes in to like fill that top pairing like role. It's like, no, they went out and got somebody who's 25, who fits in the age range, who's hungry as hell. Also, the experience of being a Stanley Cup champion, not only that, but then being traded to a team that finished near the bottom of the standings, which is currently where the Hawks are at, and then turn that team around and Jordan Greenway too. He was a part of this too. Turning that team around to being number 1 in their division. They were still like bottom of their division, in December?
Yeah, Byram even addressed that during his like media call today. He was like, he knows how quickly things can change. He goes, they were one of the worst teams in December, and then look at where they ended up. They were so close to almost going to the conference finals.
Yeah, and it's just they know what the culture takes in order to reach that, what the effort that it takes in order to reach that goal. And I just think that that's going to be huge for all of the guys that are on the team. Like, you want to add a veteran presence like you did, but the veteran presence you added also fits in with your age group. So I think it's a huge win for the Hawks. And I think as the season goes on, if he performs really well, like, dude, it's going to be such a steal.
And this is the other thing too. It's like it's a win in my eyes because it's put up or shut up time for Davidson now.
Yeah.
If he would have took if he would have used that 4th overall pick to draft somebody, that's just buying time of like, well, we're just waiting for the right thing.
More people just bitching about like, oh, we have all these picks and prospects. Why don't we start using them? We started using them. This is the first big buy that Davidson has done, and everybody wants to lose their shit.
And by doing this, and it's not saying that they're going to get and they're going to be like, winning all these bids and stuff, but by doing this trade and declaring that, listen, we're in addition mode now, like the tear down and is over. Now we're trying to add to it. He's going to have to be in the mix when some of these players' names get thrown out there as available, whether it's via trade or they're going to hit the market or something like that. Like, you can't just go and make this move and be like, all right, we're good, we're done. He even said today that he knows that there's going to be, they need to address spots in this roster.
Yeah.
But it's going to take, like, they're still going to be smart about it and go for the right guys, but they know they're going to have to swing and they're going to have to take the opportunity because there's no more hiding behind, well, we're going to wait and see how XYZ develops or what this pick turns out to be and all that kind of stuff. That's over. That day is over.
I think that this acquisition does help the development of the defense too, because you're kind of relieving pressure, especially from like Levshunov on like power play 1. Like, he's a player that these guys can look at and see like what he's done to get there, and then they can try and follow along on those footsteps.
Yeah. And
do you also have that quote from Davidson about Kanserov?
Yeah, I can pull it up real quick if you want to keep talking about something else.
Because everybody keeps forgetting that, like, going into next season, it's like, oh, you got to get a top line wing. But yeah, that'd be cool. That would be cool. But people keep forgetting that we have Kanserov coming in too, and he was the leading goal scorer in the KHL. Like, that's not like a fucking small feat there. So and I think that they picture him being Bedard's wing like this upcoming season.
So Kyle Davidson says he will continue to assess what's out there, but he believes that Roman Kanserov is the type of player who can be a fit to play with Connor Bedard. Davidson said that maybe there would be more excitement for Kanserov if he was acquired through trade than signed, which I think that's a very fair assessment, and people are like, this is off of Scott Powers' tweet, and people are like, he didn't really say that, right? Like all this and that. And it's like you want to shit talk moves that he's making, and he knows he's being shit on right now. He knows it. So it's like I love the fact, but I love the fact that he's doing a little tongue in cheek, like little comment like that, because he's not wrong.
Yeah.
It's like Kanserov, everybody was like, we gotta get Kanserov. Kanserov's gotta get over here. He signs, and then all of a sudden it's like, okay, what's next? Like, and I know that's
like
the mindset
your
you have
biggest
to have.
one of your biggest additions is coming from within the organization.
Yeah, and I know it's the mindset you have to have. Like, you got to be like, all right, well, what's the next piece to get added? But it's like you can't just go and write off this player that you have been like, you better not mess this up. He better sign. He better come over now. Like this and that, all that kind of stuff. And it's just it's like I want to feel for Hawk fans. Like I want to understand like where their mindset is with stuff, but it's like they make it so goddamn hard sometimes. And it's like I go, hand up. I was with them last night when this all happened. But the difference is I slept on it, I let it cool off, and I looked at the bigger picture with it to kind of see what it is. Am I still upset about the pay? Yeah, I would be lying if I wasn't irked about it.
If it was a little less, but the people that are like really upset that Louis Crevier was added, it's like, yeah, dude, he has a big shot. That's it. Like, he can shoot over 100. That's it. The fact that Louis Crevier doesn't fucking put people through the boards every fucking chance that he gets is a huge missed opportunity.
And here's the thing, I want to say it too for like Hawks fans, and I'm gonna purposely clip this because I think it needs to be like put out there and kind of seen. It's like two things can be true. You can be ecstatic and you can be happy and thrilled that we got a player like Bowen Byram that has a legitimate shot to be a difference maker for this team and to be a big part of this team's core going forward. You can be thrilled about that. You can also be pissed off about the return that it costs to get him and irked about it. And in Monday Morning Quarterback, like, could it be this? Could it be this? But at the end of the day, if you're going to be a fan of this team, why are you cheering for like the downfall and like the incompetency of the fucking general manager? Why are you just mocking and just talking about how fucking shitty this trade is? Kyle Davidson has to go. He has no idea what he's doing. He's a fucking joke. Like, I can't stand this team. It's like no one is holding a gun to your head to stay around and watch this team.
Yeah.
If it truly makes you this miserable that you can't fathom the idea of trying to improve this team with this trade, and just because you don't think it's the right move, like, and that's like the end of the world. I'm like, what is going to make you happy? Nothing is going to make you happy.
Yeah, I mean, who, like, obviously Stenberg and McKenna are not there at 4. Like, that's that. If one of them is there at 4, I'm like, holy shit, why did we make this move so soon? But it's not going to happen.
Yeah,
it's not going to happen. And then you really think that like Malhotra or Reed or Carroll's are going to make like a huge difference for this team in the next 3 years when everybody also wants us to be fucking competing? No, they're not. Like,
I'm not defending Kyle Davidson here. Like, I'm not trying to be like a bootlicker defender and all that kind of stuff. But at the same time, you got to be realistic. He hasn't, all his trades have been fairly good for the most part. I would say he has a very good success rate when it comes to his trades.
I think the shock value, like we said, where it's him finally buying on a player rather than just acquiring draft picks or selling guys, or what was the other one I was going to say? It was just like, oh, like lateral moves, like minor league moves. Like, this is the first time he's actually buying an asset. And then people don't like the price, but the price of this offseason is just high. Teams don't have any incentive to move players because free agency sucks ass and the cap's going up like crazy. Like, the Buffalo Sabres didn't have to move Byram. So, like, in order to get a player like him, you kind of have to blow him away with a fucking deal. And you know what? I'd rather blow Jesus Christ. I'd rather blow away the Buffalo Sabres with
Oh, I'm
this
so glad
deal
you paused it.
than
I can
yeah, I
definitely
know,
fuck
right?
with the
It's gonna be
audio on
really
that
good.
one.
I'd rather blow away the Buffalo Sabres with this deal instead of what it would have taken to get Nyes with the number 4 pick. And I'm only pointing out Nyes because you can obviously still get Jason Robertson. Like that is
There
still
is
on
a
the
route.
table.
Yeah, there is a route to do it. Is it the smart route? I don't know.
I think I think
It,
dude, as soon as you get rid of the 4th, I think all your future picks are fucking like they're not being held so tightly. Like I'm more than happy to probably shed any fucking pick in the future right now. And I think any team would be like, well, we were still rebuilding. It's like, no. Now we're fucking building. We're not redoing anything. We're fucking building. We don't need to use
you
all this
added
shit.
Jason Robertson to your team, you're not rebuilding.
No, you're fucking pushing.
Yeah.
And like I as much as I've said it before, it's like it's not the best time in the world to be pushing in the Central Division with how competitive it is. Fuck, if they want to do it, Jason Robertson's the thing you got to get.
I mean, you could realistically. I mean, Dallas is still going to be able to fill his spot, especially if they end up with 4 first. They'll be able to use that to get whatever they need. But it's like you want
they're going to be missing a Jason Robertson though. I'll tell you that.
best player not on Team USA last year. Oh, him and Caulfield. I mean, still don't understand.
Oh yeah.
Those guys, but it's just. It's not the sky is not falling. It's not the end of the world.
It's also not the end of the offseason.
That's
just because he didn't get a winger in this trade does not mean there is nothing in the works. Like,
dude, it's so funny because it's like every single tweet is got like that I've read has got like the idea that like we made one move that we were allowed to make this offseason.
Yeah.
And this is what we did.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, the offseason hasn't started yet. I'm sorry. The offseason doesn't start till day 1 of the draft.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, well, technically, I guess it started yesterday because of just fucking everybody going nuts. But
this is just a fun time right now. This isn't even off season because like technically you can only sign your RA or like sign some players that are already on your team, but you can make trades and that's it. You can't, like the draft hasn't happened and there's no free agency, so it's like it's the weird time between the actual like the off season fun stuff.
My early like deadline assessment for this whole trade is I want to see where they're at come Thanksgiving. That typical day, like if you're in a playoff spot at this time, this is the percentage chance you're going to make it. I want to see what else is done to this roster, and I want to see this roster on the ice and seeing what they can do.
Yeah,
that's the main thing.
I think obviously there's more moves to be made, but I feel like there's just some redundancies in the lineup and like some players that are just gonna end up being pushed out and not have a spot. So I would assume that like moves are still to be made. I know you were talking about it earlier when we were chatting about like stuff, and like your idea is your idea. No, I'm just saying, like I agree, but like maybe going after like an Elias Pettersson if it's with retained salary
or Brock Besser. I think you need to look at Vancouver. I mean, in their situation, I mean, it's no secret they want to clear those guys. They want to add their capital. They want to pretty much get to where the Hawks were with their, the overabundancy of draft picks and everything. And those are 2 guys that would be great additions. One of them would be a great addition, not both of them. They would be a great addition. Pettersson would be ideal because one, then it forces Frondell or Nazar to get moved to wing. You can't do the 4 of them up the middle because we know Nazar would be the 4th line guy, and he's not a 4th line player.
He's not even a 3rd line guy. It's just put him on the fucking wing already, but whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like something like that. I mean, there's other moves that you can make. There's guys like maybe they take a chance on like an Anthony Mantha. Like, what did he have? Like 30 goals last year?
Yeah, and again, we talked about this earlier, and I fucking went off. I was like, "You're gaslighting me because these are all ideas I've thrown out there before."
Yeah,
No, no, it
I
doesn't
didn't
really
like it
work.
in this
That dumb don't
situation.
want it.
I didn't like it in this situation at the time, but it is interesting to think about because I mean, yeah, like I just wish there was more consistency with Mantha, but it was mostly like injury issues. But 33 goals last year, 31 assists. Um,
Guys like
is that a
that
guy that you could fill in on the top line? But like,
might be a
it would.
middle.
But could you get him on a 2 or 3 year deal?
That's the thing. So, guy we both like was Tuck.
Yeah,
He's
he
being
just got signed 8 fucking years. I'm
yeah,
glad we did not do that.
8 and
Like,
10 and a half, and it's like those are guys that I like for this
mhm,
team for the right term. Because those are the kind of guys to just help you compete and to get you to the point where these prospects that you're banking on, that you're investing so much into develop, are going to need to get to that point where it's like, all right, let's make the jump for them to be the role guy here.
mhm.
And I just could not fathom giving 8 years to Alex Tuck because he's what, 35?
No, he's 30. He's
Oh,
30.
he's only 30. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, what did I think? All right, sorry, Tucker. Apologize for that. But it's just and it continues, and I was saying this before, like I know that something needs to be done. Like there needs to be an addition to this team. And it's just so frustrating because it's like you like to go, but like who? And it's just frustrating because it's like I don't have an answer because I don't know who is realistically available.
Anybody's available
But
for the
it's like
right price.
but yeah, anybody could be available for the right price, but like realistically, who could be like a ideal matchup here, and an ideal target to make it work? And it's like you can have your big dreams, hopes and dreams, and Jason Robertson, Matthew Nyes, all this
Yeah.
kind of stuff.
Mason McTavish.
Mason McTavish, like like there's stuff like that, but it's like at the end of the day, and I've said this before and I'll say it again, there's a reason why we are doing what we're doing
Mhm.
and not doing what the Kyle Davidsons, the Mike Rears, like all those, the GMs of the world, what they're doing. There's a fucking reason for that. And that goes for all the fucking armchair GMs on fucking Twitter, Reddit, Instagram, everywhere. Like,
Wikipedia.
there's a fucking reason why we're sitting where we're sitting.
Mhm.
Because we all think because we play NHL and we find a way to win some Stanley Cups, most likely on easy mode or something like that a lot of people, no salary cap, stuff like that, and we can make Stanley Cup champions like that on teams like that we can do this for real. It's a whole fucking different world. It's just, and the fact that you even have to say that and try to be like, listen, this is a video game, this is real life, they're different. The only overlap is the same players in the game, player names. I don't even think it's the same players in terms of like what skill would be like in a fucking video game compared to
No,
real life.
absolutely not.
It's
Yeah,
like
no way.
it blows my mind. And like I said, I like Bowen Byram. I don't like the price we paid, but I realized it was the price that had to be paid to do it. And that was going to get paid one way or another. And it could have been a hell of a lot worse if you try to go after a bigger fish or something like that, or like an offensive threat. And we could be sitting there being like,
or somebody that doesn't fit as well.
Yeah.
Like doesn't fit the timeline, doesn't fit what we need. Like I think we got like a really good thing like brewing here.
This team, as is right now, is better than what it was last year.
Oh yeah. The power play just got a huge boost. Which if the power play is getting a huge boost, that means Bedard's getting a huge boost. And if Bedard gets a huge boost, that means everybody can get the fuck off of his nuts.
Yeah. My biggest concern right now, and I hope I'm proven wrong. And again, it's all it is. It's because it's like you have your concerns, you have your questions, but you have to wait to see it play out because anything can happen. But if they decide to run with the forwards that they have, I doubt they will. But if they decide to do that, are they putting too much in the basket of Kanserov and Frondell immediately being able to step up and be a top 6 guy? It's a very good possibility they could be. I think there's a good chance they could, but I
Yeah.
also don't want it to be one of those situations where they flutter and all of a sudden it's like, oh, well, see, this is who you went with instead of going for Matthew Knives or something. You know what I mean? Like it's still a process. You're taking a step in the right direction to add, but it's still a development process, and it's not going to happen overnight. Still, patience is still key here. As much I know, I kind of said like it's a shut up or put up or shut up time. There's still patience that needs to be involved here.
Yeah, I mean, plus like all the players that we had on the team already are going to be coming in improved on last year. And then the nice thing about this season, even though it is a longer season with 84 games, it's not a condensed schedule because of the fucking Olympic break.
That's huge.
So there's going to be more time for in between games. They're going to have more practice ice slots to fucking work on the shit that they need to work on. I think that this year they do take another leap, and this definitely helps them take that jump.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking too right now. I'm on Puckpedia and like the depth chart and just what they have, and it's like looking at this like Bedard 20, Green 22, Nazar 22, Kanserov 21, Frondell 19, Lardis 20, Sasha Boiver 20. He's not going to be on the team. He's going to be in fucking Rockford. I'm bet my nut on that he was going to spend time in Rockford this year. Moore 21. Then you got Byram 25, Leshinov 20, Rinzel 21, Vlasic 25, Korchinski 22, Kaiser 23. And then so of course, and then EDM, he'll probably get some time in there too, depending on what they decide to do at D. He's 23. And then it's like you have the older guys, the Mangiapane at 30, you got Greenway 29, Teravainen 31, Bertuzzi 31, Donato 20.
It's funny because I thought Greenway was closer to like 35, like Tuck, like how you thought Tuck was. But him being only 29 is insane to me.
He fucking looks it.
Yeah, he's been in the league for what feels like forever. But I mean, he made his debut with Minnesota when he was 20, played 6 games, and then was there for almost a full a game shy of a full season at 21.
Like what's insane to me is like you look at this team and our fucking oldest player is fucking Bertuzzi and Teravainen at 31. They're both 31.
Yeah. Get him off the team. It's too old for my team.
It's like, oh, I'm sorry, Burakovsky's 31 as well. But it's like, man, you have the fucking youngest team.
Yep.
One of the youngest. If it's got to be the youngest team.
Yeah, I think so.
If not, unless like San Jose, maybe
Montreal and Buffalo have like really young teams. San Jose's skewed because they have older veterans.
But a lot of those are like up now, and it's like, are they going to bring them back? I think. Decent amount of them, I think.
Necessarily up, because it's like guys like Toffoli and Wenberg and Orlov.
Yeah,
they had Nick Leddy was on the team, but yeah, maybe we'll see.
I don't know. So I guess let's wrap this up. But it's like I understand. Like again, the fans that aren't happy, it's valid. You can be unhappy with the trade. It is a lot to trade.
Also, I'm sure you're probably not that happy in general all the fucking time.
And it's valid, but it's to go to the level where you can't even like listen to any sort of reason as to why this could work or why this might be good. That's when you're getting a little dramatic, and it's like, come on, like let's be real here. don't be a toddler throwing a tantrum.
Yeah.
You know. I don't know. I think I still probably give this like a C plus right now. Like on paper as is right now, I give this trade a C plus. I know you're gonna give it an A.
I'm not gonna give it an A. I was just thinking about that earlier. I do I understand. Like I wish it was cheaper, but I understand the price.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lose my shit over the price that we paid for Greenway and Byram. Like it's at the end of the day, like it's Louis Crevier, who is at best likely a third pairing defenseman, who when everybody is like losing their shit, it's because he fucking claps bombs. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And then it's a fucking couple lottery tickets worth one is a little bit more valuable than the other. Like 45, I don't give a shit about. Who
Dude,
fucking
the fact
cares?
that we able to keep, what was it, 34 and 37?
Yeah.
I think that's a plus.
Yeah. I mean, those weren't included. That's fine. The fourth, it's like, if it turns out to be a good player, that's great. Good for them. Whoever, like, I don't even know if Buffalo fucking uses that pick, but whoever they get at 4, that's awesome. Hopefully they do become a great player. Not going to see them actually making an impact for like 5 years.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, who fucking cares? That's not going to be what we need. So I'm glad.
I mean, and I'd be lying if I say there isn't part of me that's just like, just please don't turn out like the Seth Jones trade where it just didn't come to fruition. Like
it's a completely different situation.
No, and I know it is. I'm just saying though, it's like it's a swing for a defenseman. Yes, different situation, but it's
also we had fucking Jeremy Colleton.
I know. I know, and I get that. I'm just saying. I hope it doesn't.
It doesn't bite us in the ass with like the big cost of the trade plus the extension before we even know what it is on the ice. I think we'll be completely fine.
Yeah,
I think everything is going to be fine.
But
you know, it's relieving pressure from the young defensive core. It's relieving pressure from the left side on Vlasic. And I think it's going to just bring the group really close together still.
Yeah, you're trying to build a culture in that locker room.
And he's going to be a good culture guy. Something that fucking works as hard as he does.
This team is very close as is. So I think this is only going to improve it. His relationship with Bedard, and I say relationship in quotes because it's like they've trained together. They played the World Championship. I think in what year was that? They played the last time Bedard, I think, played Worlds. They were on the same team.
Oh, were they?
Yeah. So it's like
draft year.
It might have been
back in 23, maybe.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. So 2024.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense?
So that was like the year after his draft year?
Yeah. Because he didn't play it going into last season and he didn't do it this year.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So I don't know.
I don't even remember that happening.
Take fucking time, man. It takes time.
Yep.
And we've waited this long.
Yeah.
What's a few more months to kind of see how this turns out on the ice?
I cannot wait. Game 1, Bowen Byram, 4 fucking goals like Austin Matthews.
Yeah, because we've seen how well that has gone for fucking Toronto.
Yeah. It's gonna be sick. No, I'm just kidding. But like I am very excited. I honestly can't explain and really I feel like I'm more excited than I can let out because I think there's just so much good possibility with the improvement that this team has taken with adding Bowen Byram. I can't get over it. That's what makes me not give a shit about losing the 4th for it. Like, it's fine. Everybody that wants to bitch about losing the 4th overall, okay, man, cool. Continue that. I'm gonna be over here fucking thinking about, man, but Byram with a fucking laser pass to Bedsy for a 1T and like vice versa. And god damn, let's go. Jordan
Yeah.
Greenway just fucking absolutely lighting somebody up in the corner.
The way I see it is you got two options. You either roll with it and see how it
Yeah.
plays out and just stick with the plan and just again just see how it goes, or you bail. You leave.
Yeah.
No one's holding a gun to your head to stay a Chicago Blackhawk fan. I've said it a million times this episode. You have every right to be upset. You can be thinking it's an overpay, but don't take it out on the player.
That's the dumbest thing in the world.
It's the same thing with like those guys like that get the no movement clause in their contract or something like that. It's like
dude,
you get offered it. And it's like, no, don't give me that. Don't give me that extra $2 million I probably don't deserve, or don't give me that protection I don't deserve.
It's like with the Seabrook contract, and everybody was hating Seabrook for signing a contract. Like, what do you mean? He helped you win 3 cups. He was a big part of like Team Canada going in and winning gold, and he was just a huge part of the Hawks winning cups. Like, and you're telling me that because he's getting paid, like that's his fucking fault? Like that was shit that bothers me. And like, don't ever blame the fucking player for signing a deal. Also, Byram didn't trade himself to the Chicago Hawks. Like, what the fuck?
Next time you get offered a raise at work, turn it down.
Turn it down.
Don't take it.
Ask to be traded instead.
Don't give me that. I mean, just give me maybe like, half of that. Go with that. Like that's how insane that idea is, that it's like you're blaming the players for that kind of stuff. But Byram, I am happy to see you in Chicago. I
can't wait. Also, if he wears number 4, I'll be so much happier now.
It's him coming to Chicago is about 6 or 7 years too late. But hey, better late than never. No,
everybody that's like, oh, we could have just had him back then. And it's like, yeah, I get it. We took Kirby Doc, but you know what? Kirby Doc led like Frank Nazar. And now we have Frank Nazar and Bo Byram. And I think everything is going to be A-okay.
And here, you skipped over the development period.
Yeah, exactly.
So, any final thoughts? I mean, we got the draft on Friday. It starts on Friday. Unless they decide to trade up, the Hawks will not be involved on Friday.
I just have a feeling they typically do try and... I mean, they have selected around 18 for the most part, like over the last few years. It wouldn't surprise me if they tried to do something. I don't know what they would want, or
I just don't know
or what they would do, but it wouldn't surprise me if they package the second in like one of the firsts next year to move into the first round this year. But at this point, like, is that player going to make an impact that's worth it, or
should we just feels counterproductive to like what the mindset is? It's like you're trading assets to get into the draft, move up into the draft to draft somebody, when it's like you could probably better use those picks and those assets to take the player in the range that you have them, or try to package to go and get another player to the roster.
Or I was gonna say to move out guys, but I don't think it's gonna take anything to move out guys. But as like, if you're moving guys, like those picks could be sweeteners to get whatever you're trying to get back, right? Like it wouldn't just be picks for a player, because our roster is already being a little overloaded. So it would be moving players plus picks in order to bring players in.
I would throw one of those picks as a sweetener to Vancouver to get them to take Burakovsky or a Teravine, or like one of these guys that are just not a fit on this roster right now.
What we've been doing to Vancouver for the last 4 years.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think it would be more so we're gonna try to buy somebody good off of Vancouver though at the same time, not just be like, hey, take this guy off of our team and here's a pick. We're not dumping anybody like that.
No, it's gonna be like they still need to be at the cap floor. It's the same thing that we always have. We still need to be at the cap floor.
It would be more of a situation like, hey, like we want that player, but like, if you want these 2 firsts for that player, gonna have to take this guy too.
Yeah.
Like, and then they'd be like, yeah, fuck it, whatever. Like, it gives us a roster player to help us stay with the cap floor. But we'll see what happens. I'm excited. Yeah, exactly. Like you said though, too. Like they probably would. What would make sense is just at least for the draft, and if they don't make any moves like today or tomorrow, just staying put, seeing what's available, and maybe you get lucky and somebody falls in the draft, or you did scouting. You have guys in those ranges that you want to go for, and maybe you end up with the guys that you wanted anyway, and like I would say refill the cupboards, but like it would be nice to have some more defensive prospects in the system because I feel like all of our big defensive prospects are on the roster. So
As we
just
said,
kind of load it a little bit there,
it
so
takes
it would be
years
okay.
for defensemen to develop.
Yeah, and so that would be a good idea.
Yeah. So, they'll have the picks on Saturday, and then free agency opens up on Wednesday. I know it's not really that exciting right now, but I mean, it'll be the opportunity. We'll probably find out the Bowen Byram contract on Wednesday. We'll find out what Connor Bedard offer sheet's gonna look like. We're gonna
Yeah, right. Also, by the way, so the picks that they actually have, if it is just all going to be on Saturday, is 2 seconds, so 34, 37. They have 66th in the third round, and then it's fourth round at 119, and then 2 seventh round picks, 194 and 200. So right now they have a total of 6 picks.
Yeah. So it's like it's plenty to still do.
Yeah.
So Blackhawk fans, if you listen to this far, just breathe. Just breathe.
Just know the team's going to be better. The teams are going to be better. And that's the big thing.
All you can ask is that the team is better than it was the last time they played a game. And you can take comfort in knowing it is.
Oh yeah.
So
that's a good step forward, I think.
So we will. I know we typically record Tuesdays, post on Wednesday. We're gonna record Wednesday again next week, and we're gonna post on Thursday just so we can just get any initial, if anything happens on Wednesday for the Hawks or any craziness goes on for the opening of free agency, we'll just talk about it fresh, and instead of waiting a week for it to discuss it. So
real quick, I'm just on the Hawks page and like their website, and I scroll down to the videos. It's like Kyle Davidson draft lottery media availability, and it's in quotes, "We're going to get a really good player." Yeah, we did. Yeah.
So, all right, we'll see you on the next one.
All right, love you, boys. Bye.